This is all we're recording, right? We're recording. All right,
We are?
cool. Yeah, I love it. Keep it all in.
Anyways, you want to get back to this trip?
Yes.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm far away somewhere and I'm telling myself what to do. Like, I sent myself to this planet and I'm just like telling myself through like a walkie-talkie, like, okay, do this, do this, do this.
Uh-huh. And
Is that like?
and are you doing it? Is your avatar doing it?
Well, I feel like I
Or are
finally.
you fighting
I barely
your
right
controller?
now. This fucking trip is making me connect to the walkie-talkie.
Okay.
I feel like I couldn't hear it before clearly.
Okay.
Now I feel like I don't know if I'm
You
tripping.
almost passed out in the elevator.
Yes, it was like intense. I could, because I was disassociated so much. That was my issue.
Okay.
I felt like I was so separate from my body. Like, I was so separate, So I just felt like.
You just let go. Let the strings go. Like a fucking pinche puppet todo. Aguado and shit.
Your avatar broke, fool.
Damn, son. Okay, but you feel a lot better?
Kind of. It was intense, bro. Intense. I feel like I'm barely coming back to it.
Come back.
Yes.
Because it's a beautiful day. It's fucking Saturday. I love doing podcasts like I know it's not the morning anymore, but around this time, I feel like I'm so awake. When we used to do the pods at night, I felt like, sleepy and shit. It feels good, and it feels good outside. It's a nice chilly day.
I guess I'm not a morning person.
You're not?
If I'm a morning person, I'm like up at 4 a.m. before everybody else is awake. Not 4, I'm exaggerating. But maybe like 7. I'm already like at the gym, washing the car.
So how the fuck you not a morning person? You wake up so damn early and go to the gym.
Yeah, but then I come back home like to avoid people and I just like, I'll go back to sleep. And then I'll wake up in the afternoon. So they say like we're supposed to be on a schedule like that. We're supposed to be like on a 4-hour sleep time frame, 4 to 5 hour sleep time frame, and then wake up and then like
take naps.
Pretty much.
That's how I do it in Europe.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's like
I don't know. Europe does
some places
shit.
in Europe you have to go home and take a nap or some shit.
Really?
Yeah. Am I
Wow.
tripping? I don't know. I heard that. Yeah.
I would love to live there. You see how God is funny? God doesn't put you in places that like they let you go home and take a nap.
Like fuck no, y'all gonna
Bro, I be in the Matrix
8-hour
like
day, work day.
falling asleep. I get in trouble at work for falling asleep, and I'm like, maybe if the job wasn't so boring, I just like.
But work ain't supposed to be fun.
Work is supposed to be work.
Work's supposed to be work. I mean, you should like pursue happiness. You should be doing something you love to do. But hey man, want to get this dollar, you
don't get me wrong, I love kids.
They
don't even pay that good to be asking for all what they ask for, bro. Like,
but that's I don't know, fam. Might want to look into another job, you know what I'm saying?
But that's my thing. I feel like
they should pay me more.
No. They shouldn't pay me more. They don't have to pay me more.
I mean, they should, though. I heard, like, they don't pay teachers shit.
They really don't. My supply comes from God. But, like, I'm with people's kids for 8 hours a day. Like, I'm with people's kids longer than I'm with my own kid. Yeah. And longer than they're with their own kid, So, like, educators have a big role in, like, students' lives. No doubt. And I feel like that's just looked over. That's not, But as far as the pay, yes, we don't get paid enough to do none of that crap that they make us do. And then the kids are so like bad. But I think it's just because they're bored too,
But dude, school ain't supposed to be fun.
Says who?
Me.
No, like I don't like that.
It's supposed to be kind of fun, but like you're there to learn. You're there for like you ain't there to fuck around. You feel me?
Yeah, but you can learn and not be like in a fucking boot camp. Like you don't have to be.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Or or learn about shit that you want to learn about. Who the fuck wants to learn about the fucking Pythagorean theorem or whatever the fuck? Like. I didn't have time to process it in my brain and go look for it.
They don't have time to learn about the Nah, but I do agree with you because they be teaching you a bunch of bullshit that you don't even like.
Bro, they
You don't
taught
need
me.
it, and then they don't teach you the shit that you really
I
need
swear,
to
in 3rd grade, they
know
taught
about.
me that Christopher Columbus discovered America. Like, why am I gonna keep that? You know, like we're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that. That's canceled.
Christopher Columbus has been canceled.
Yeah, you see, now it took everybody to come to like a unison, and then now they don't teach it anymore. And it's like, okay, who are these people that we're allowing to teach our kids? You know, I'm gonna make like a school district.
You're gonna make a school district.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put kids in there, and we're gonna teach them like real stuff. You know, like financial literacy, how to deal with your emotions, coping mechanisms, life skills. You know, like how to change a car, like a tire. Right?
Yeah.
Like, that sounds like an ideal curriculum.
Yeah, I guess.
Or
yeah.
no? You wouldn't put your kid in a school like that?
I mean, I would. That sounds like a school for single mothers, like
Really?
to put their kids. Cause yeah, like my mom was a single mom, and like there's a lot of shit I didn't learn because I didn't have a dad. You feel me?
Yeah, true.
So it's like I had to learn a bunch of shit by making mistakes. And then that's how I learned. Like, I had to ruin a car to learn that, you know, you got to do maintenance on it and shit.
Yeah,
you know,
bro, yeah.
And then I'm over there paying $2,000 to fucking rebuild an engine. But I learned how to do a lot of shit, dude. I learned how to change the tire on my own. I learned how to do the maintenance on the vehicle, like, you know, change the oil, all that shit. Like, and YouTube, bro. YouTube taught me a bunch of shit, bro. I'd be in that bitch like, how do you replace the alternator and all this shit, dude? And I fucking did it myself just by YouTube. YouTube's taught me a lot of shit.
True. That's what I'm saying. So is school, the way that school's set up and what they want to teach us, is that necessarily like important, or is that like...
A lot of the shit isn't. And they teach you a lot. They don't teach you shit that you really gonna need in life. Like taxes, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you know,
that's
investing.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Like, a lot of shit you don't fucking learn about. You just kind of, they design you to, you got to go to college, and then you fucking get a job and you work for somebody else. They don't teach you shit about entrepreneurship. They don't teach you none of that shit. Damn, son. Bah! Man, you should have hit that light bulb, dog. Shit, that would have been funny. Break that bitch.
No, I'm mentally not. I'm telling you, I'm like, I'm so
you
far
catch
away
like a girl.
Thanks. I actually dodged it.
Dude.
Bro, mentally, y'all don't understand how exhausting it is to be a girl. Like,
okay, talk your shit.
I'm just saying, like, our brains are wired so different. Our brains are like 5 things at one time.
And man's ain't?
I don't know. Is it?
Yes, fool.
I don't know.
We all have our fucking struggles as humans, bro. Like,
True.
We all have. I don't think there's a really much of a difference, men and women. I do believe that women are very strong because they could do things that man can't do, and they're like, the women in my life are strong women. Like, that if I went through the shit they went through, is like, I don't know how the fuck I would deal with that shit. But then again, like, shit, men go through a lot too. Men go through a bunch, and it's
humans,
like,
right?
yeah, it's just different struggles, different, you know, shit we have to go through. Doesn't really mean one's more strong than the other. It's just we all have our own strongs. You feel me? Like,
yeah, true. I get that.
Like, there's shit I go through on the daily, and it's like, fuck, it's hard to be a man out here. And I start thinking, like, man, if I was a girl, it's harder to be a man. It is, but look, let me tell you this. Like for me, I think it's hard to be a man because I have to fucking, like, I have to be out here fucking grinding and shit, and then sometimes I'm stuck in a situation, and I'm just like, fuck, everything's on me. I'm taking care of all these people, and, like, all these people rely on me.
Right.
And, like,
The
fuck,
pressure.
I get
The
frustrated, so much
pressure.
pressure, and then I just want to quit, and then I'm like, fuck, I wish I was a girl, and I'll have a OnlyFans, and I just have to fucking take a picture on Instagram, and boom, $1,000 in my bank account, and it's like so easy. I feel like
that's not real.
Yes, a lot of opportunities,
true.
And a lot of
That's
women be like,
though.
well, women ain't getting jobs, and bitch, shut the fuck up, because I've seen it. I've seen where a dude will hire a bitch just because she look good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to have a pretty face working for them instead of some dude.
True.
Like,
true.
So that's why I think, and I might get canceled. Fuck it.
Canceled. Cancel culture.
But yeah, dude. But then again, no, fuck that.
I probably got canceled a long time ago.
Stand by that shit.
Yeah.
It's way easier for women to get a job.
Yes,
and we're talking about a lot of women that get paid way more than me. So it's like
we're talking about but yeah, you're right. I think humans suffer together.
It's the dance hour.
It's a fucking Robot Select commercial, bro.
Bruh. Bro, that is fucking dope. Got a TV in here.
I know. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I'm waiting for it.
But what do you think about okay, since you touched on cancel culture. You know how they just canceled fucking the coach that was Raiders. You heard about that?
I didn't hear about that.
Because of fucking emails from like 10 years ago where he's calling the NFL commissioner, what do you call him, a faggot? And he called him a, you know what I'm saying? Just shit like that, bro. How do you feel about that? You have a conversation with one of your friends 10 years ago. Shit, you don't even fucking remember talking about.
I feel like that's going to happen to me.
Emails or texts and shit.
I feel like in 10 years,
and you're over here calling him.
Up one of the podcasts and be like, she said this. Cancel her.
But I mean, that's fucking stupid, right?
No, I mean, yeah, I guess, but that's what these kids do. They cancel. Oh, he canceled. Like.
Yeah, but I mean, he basically got fired and. Well, he quit, right? He resigned, I think.
Well,
they made him resign.
Exactly. If you're a bitch and you fucking resign, well, then you resign. I mean, I think you had to have balls to stand up to certain shit, right? Because didn't they try to cancel the baby? Oh, they canceled him. Oh, he's canceled? He's still canceled? That's the new one, right?
But they always try to cancel Chappelle. All the fucking time.
That's what I'm saying. So I guess.
But Chappelle's like, fuck y'all.
If you have huevos, exactly. You don't give a fuck.
And like with Joe Rogan too, they trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's like they can't. It's like if you have your own fucking, pretty much you're not asking like big media for anything.
If you let them cancel you, then you're canceled, right? They just need to stop trying to make people.
They have to see life for what it is, not just what people want it to be. This beautiful place that is safe for everybody. Yeah. Right. Yeah, life has, bumps. You go through bumps, and it's not pretty. Life is not going to be pretty. As horrible as it sounds, getting bullied builds character. Yes. Getting bullied builds I'm for bullying. Go bully. I'll play. Yeah. Because shit ain't all smooth. Like, yeah. And if it is, something ain't right. Yeah, it's like my girl was talking about, I forgot what the fuck we were talking about. Talking about bullying and shit. About my kid and shit in school. And she talking about don't let them bully. And I was like, yeah, don't let them bully you. Like they could bully you, but as soon as they fucking bully you, like punch them in the face, and they ain't gonna fuck with you no more. I mean, straight up, dude. I told her because she's about to go to a new school, right? I'm like, okay, you're gonna start this new school. Go into that school, find the biggest kid you can find, and punch him in the face.
Wait.
And ain't nobody gonna fuck with you after that.
Wait, bro.
And she was just she looked like she was gonna do it, I think.
That was true for our time. But do you think it's still true for this time?
Dude, kids are out there. I just went to a fucking open house.
True, kids are fucking bad.
Like kids are out there,
bro.
just you know what I'm saying? Don't
They're
give a
bad.
fuck, bro. Kids are bad.
Well, yeah, that's good.
Dude, my kid's over here telling me about Squid Game. She ain't never seen this shit, but she knows everything about it already.
Really?
Because these kids in school talk about this shit.
It's because the parents are not being parents. I seen the first episode. I was intrigued.
It's a good show.
I was intrigued to watch the second episode. I just haven't.
You seen that shit, J?
That there.
What you think? You fuck with it?
Yeah.
I fuck with it. It's a good show.
They said that guy wrote it like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And like he couldn't get approved.
So that means my movie's gonna come out in 10 years.
Bruh.
I've been writing that for 3 years.
Ya vas a estar bien.
Yeah. And I'm working on another script with Slow.
About?
It's a zombie movie.
I know, you told me about the zombie movie.
Yeah.
Last night I had a dream. We
About
were
zombies?
on set. We were on set and it was like a party scene.
On set?
We were on a set, like
On a
filming.
set. Podcast set?
The mansion.
Video
no,
set?
I think it was like a video or something. Or a movie. I don't know. Now that you're saying movie,
Okay.
it came to my mind.
Nice.
Anyways, yeah. I love to dream about shit.
You love dreams? Even when you have nightmares?
I really don't have nightmares, bro.
You don't?
Not really.
I have stupid nightmares, bro.
About?
Where it's just like, I'm just sitting in the table and for some reason it's so scary. And I wake up and I'm like, oh, what the fuck was that? And I start to think about it and it was like, it was not even scary, bro. Why was I so scared? But I be having stupid dreams like that, dude.
Really?
Yeah. I have a lot of dreams where I'm back in school, either in elementary school or in like Farmville. And it's like, I'm just walking the hallways and it's like friends that we had from back then. And it's like I'm still in school type shit. It's like another day in 7th grade.
I've had dreams like that.
Yeah, it's weird. Weird.
I wonder why. Dreams mean something. I always like to like see what my dreams mean. Because they tell me like
It's
either how I'm feeling or what I'm going to go through.
They never tell me that.
Is it because you just don't study them?
No, I have stupid ass dreams, bro. The other day I had a dream that I was having a threesome with Megan Fox. And I woke up and I was just like in a good mood. Manifest that shit.
Your wife's watching the podcast.
No, I told her and I'm like, dude, we had a threesome with Megan Fox. And she's like and I was just what the fuck would that mean?
That means probably the night before you were obsessed with Megan Fox.
I wasn't.
Or
It was like totally random, dude.
okay, so supposedly, you know how Megan Fox did that one movie where she comes back
The
and she's
vampire
like
movie?
she's like a dead girl or something.
The vampire movie, right?
Supposedly that's really what she is.
Ah, shut the fuck up.
If you want to get spiritual about it, but if you're not spiritual, I mean, it's just a regular dream.
She out here taking souls.
Nah, there's these two demons that come to you in your dreams. It's called a succubus and an incubus.
Oh, what? Oh.
Succubus and an incubus.
Okay.
It's two demons that come to you in your dream, and they can disguise
Isn't that
themselves.
like a rock band?
I believe so. I mean, a lot of rock is like into that shit. So these two demons, they disguise themselves sometimes, and they have sex with you in your dreams. Because when you dream, I know I'm getting so deep right now. When you dream, you go to like a astral realm or a fourth dimension type thing. So you're just there. And those demons can come up to you and like disguise themselves and have sex. Trust me, I've had dreams where I'm having sex in the dream and it feels so real and so like I never wanted to stop. And
I always have sex in my dreams.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't?
You shouldn't.
So you're telling me there's
them.
demons that are raping me in my sleep, dude?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
So Megan Fox was a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
That hot
fucking bitch. Fuck, dude. That's crazy.
If you were to see her real face, obviously you wouldn't want to have sex with her.
Why? She's fugly?
Not Megan Fox's, but the demon, the entity. Like, if you were to see the real entity.
I was about to say, Google Megan Fox without makeup.
I don't even think she would be ugly. Like, it's not her.
So you're talking about the demon's face. Demons have faces?
I guess they do. Angels have faces, and they fucking sound scary as fuck. Like a one-eye, feather type being thing.
Where the fuck did you see this?
It's written in the Bible, bro.
But the Bible don't have pictures?
No, but like if you were to...
It just talks about...
Yes, if you were to fucking scale that shit, you could see that shit. Bro. Google it.
But I mean, I don't know. The Bible,
you can Google.
The Bible's sketchy
it's
as fuck, bro.
Okay.
Like, the Bible is man-written. Like, I hate when you're talking to a religious person and you're trying to debate and they're like, if you look in the Bible, I'm like, dude, don't fucking pull out the Bible, bro, because that's not like... That could be facts,
like,
bro.
That could be like pull out the dictionary or like pull out the not even the
dictionary.
Is that
what the fuck you talking about?
The dictionary would be more sturdy than the Bible, is what you're saying.
It's not accurate, dude. And especially fucking Testaments every year. Yes, and it was so long ago. Like, you know how many times that shit got rewritten and shit. Like,
I mean, I think that's kind of the point. The point, because you know how many Bibles are hidden in the Vatican, like the parts of the Bible. You know, there's so many parts missing, and it's like, how can you expect this to be a credible source? My thing is like, I went through that whole thing too. Like, I don't credit the Bible. I still don't credit the Bible to this day as a like facts, even though I should, because I consider myself a Christian. But the Bible to me is like Shakespeare or like Odyssey, something of that nature, you know, like
use the like lessons from the stories, like
I guess so.
to kind of live your life.
Yes. I guess
Okay.
so. Like that's the genre that I would put it in.
Right. Yeah, because the Bible does teach you some things.
Yeah, like 2 + 2 = 4. You know, like
Type
2
shit.
+ 2 = 4.
But
Yeah.
it also fucking
It's sketch.
Yeah.
Because there's so many parts missing. It's so rewritten. And I feel like that's the whole thing with the Bible is I feel like they want to do that. You know, they want to confuse the Bible and like paint it a whole bunch of different ways. And it's really not. If you take emotion out of it and just look at it as a neutral book, like it doesn't have any kind of spiritual value, just look at it for the book that it is, you would put it in like Shakespeare or like the Odyssey files because it's like a fantasy type, not fantasy, but like, I don't know how to describe that type because I guess I'm not educated
it's
enough.
a fantasy, bro.
Right. But the thing is, you look at those stories and you're like, well, obviously some of them were real because like there's shit in the ocean like that we can't explain. So
I'm sure some of
they talk about
stories
giants and now they're finding like giant bones and shit in places. So like,
but you know, a lot of the Bible sounds like fucking what's that dragon show on HBO?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I didn't watch it, but I heard it's really good.
A lot of that shit's like that. Okay, since you
Game
brought
of
up the
Thrones.
Bible.
Okay.
Adam
La
and
Biblia.
Eve had 3 sons, right?
Okay.
No, they had 3 sons.
With who? Yeah. Okay.
Cain, right?
Cain, Abel,
and Seth,
and Seth.
right?
I guess so.
They had 3 sons. Yeah, so he's fucking old as fuck. And yeah, and he's a Jew.
Seth Rogen. I
okay.
believe it.
Out of those 3 sons,
Okay.
how the fuck did they breed?
That's a good question. With the fallen angels?
I really need the answer to that. That fucks with my head.
Or I guess, yeah, they all had sex with Eve.
With the mom?
I guess.
They fucked. Those are motherfuckers right there. That's where the fucking word begun.
I guess. I mean,
Adam walked in. He's like, "You motherfucker."
But we can't say that that's true.
That's how
We can't say
profanity
that that's true,
started.
Because where's the evidence to prove that? Because in my theory, it would be.
No, that's what the Bible's saying.
The Bible doesn't say that.
It doesn't say Adam and Eve had 3 sons.
It does. It says they had 3 sons.
Yes, and these are all their names: Cain, Abel, and Seth.
Yes. But you know, there's also parts missing to the Bible. There's books. There's whole books.
But don't you
missing
think
to the
that
Bible.
okay? I don't know.
I think they took out they took out stuff from the Bible.
Why did they take that off?
Because they exactly like how you're
explain
how you're questioning it right now. I feel like they took off. Because also another thing that says is like, how does Mary get pregnant and she's a virgin?
Oh, that's where the whole fantasy comes in. And she got impregnated magically by the Lord.
Yeah, so I guess, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like,
is it the Mormons that say that he physically came down and? Right, but they believe in Jesus too, right?
Mormons do some weird ass shit, so they're canceled in my book.
Yeah, it is.
Have you heard of soaking? Mormons?
Yeah, where they like just put the tip in or some shit.
No,
just let it sit in there.
No, soaking.
Is not that? Is it that?
Is where they just
They put it in and they're just there like.
Sick, bro. Okay, no. Okay, and then there's I forgot what the other word is called, but so they're just soaking, right? And then
they call it soaking.
It's bad. Okay, no. So they're just laying there, right? And a friend will come and like rock the bed. So it's not you that's like moving up and down. It's just outside forces that are causing. But they'll have a friend come and fucking like rock the bed, or somebody from underneath the bed will like, I guess, push the bed or something. Outside forces. So it's not a sin because you're not doing it.
What
But
is it? It's a sin to have sex, or is this like before they get married, or what?
yeah, this is like you can't have sex before you're married, I guess, in the Mormon religion. Is it the Mormon religion? I don't know. But I seen that shit and I was like, yeah, people do weird shit in like different religions and cults and stuff. So I'm
Mormons are
like, man,
little
I'm gonna do
weird.
my own church. I'm gonna fucking do shrooms in that church. Like, can't be as bad as fucking Latter-day Saints or like, like.
But why does it have to be like a cult, like shit like that? Why does it have to be that? It could just be like a club, like a fucking, like you were talking about, like a,
Like a gym club.
a gym club or some shit, just some type of.
Subscribe monthly and you'll get your mushrooms.
Yeah, pretty much. Dude. But no, the Mormons say, there's a video actually on YouTube that it was like animated, and it tells you about how the world started. And this is like Mormon propaganda. Like they show this shit to their kids, and like they show how like God came down himself and had sex with what's her name? Mary? Right?
Okay, you know the story
Yeah,
about
Mary.
the Book of Enoch?
A what?
The Book of Enoch?
No. Is
Okay,
that the
well,
fucking movie with Denzel Washington? No, that's
that's the Book of Eli.
Okay. No.
But the Book of Enoch is supposedly a real book that they took out of the Bible. And it's hidden in the Vatican. But they recently came across like proof of it or something. And Enoch is mentioned in other parts of the Bible, right? So in this Book of Enoch, he explains how, like how you just said, they had 3 sons. In that part, supposedly he explains how the fallen angels that got kicked out of heaven once Adam and Eve, did the whole Eve, like, garden thing, whatever. The fallen angels, they also got kicked out of heaven with Adam and Eve. So the fallen angels were the ones that they were having sex with. And that created the Nephilim.
So we're half angel.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Telling me I'm a fucking angel, bro?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I didn't come to that conclusion because
so
I was
sweet,
still
bro.
trying to do the math. Because then they had giants. You know how that's like how the
But there's
giants
still
come about?
giants. Isn't there?
Supposedly they live.
Yao Ming?
Supposedly the real giants live in the earth.
Bro, that'd be crazy, bro, but that's not possible.
Why not? Because there's magma in the earth.
Yeah.
Because that's what they taught you in school. Where they taught you that Christopher Columbus discovered America.
But he did though, didn't he?
No, he didn't. There was already people here. There was already
of
Indians
course,
here.
but to the white folks didn't know that there was this new world.
Yeah, I guess so, but...
Oh, no, but you know what I also heard? That the Vikings had already discovered America, like way before that.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know. Que alguien me explique.
It's because it's hard for you to unprogram so many years of school, because school taught you, like, this.
I unprogrammed that shit real quick.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we think that we do, but we still play some of those programs, Because we still do Halloween, we still do Christmas, we still
it's
do...
fun.
It's tradition.
Yeah, and not really, like, in my family, it wasn't tradition.
It wasn't tradition?
No, and I think that's why I love it so much. You think that? I think so.
Probably.
Like, when they tell you, oh, you can't do this, and then you fucking do it.
True.
Because it's, I don't know.
They always used to tell me, you can't do this, you can't do that.
You gotta do it.
And now look at me doing it. Yeah.
Lo primero que te dije, que no lo hagas.
Don't get piercings.
Dude,
Don't go to the gym at night.
Yeah. My
Don't
tea
get
lady be
tattoos.
like, don't get tattoos. I got tattoos. Don't smoke weed. I'll smoke some weed. Don't, you know what I'm saying?
And do you feel like you're glad that you broke those rules? Like, or those things?
Yeah, because a lot of those rules, like, did not make sense. The shit that did make sense, that's the shit that I, like...
Did.
Yeah. Like,
That's how I feel.
the shit that's, like, no-brainers, you know what I'm saying? Like, common sense.
That's how I feel. It's exactly what I feel right now. I feel like it's time for me to move to this next level in my life. And I feel like a part of me doesn't want to because I feel still, like, that's my childhood. Not my childhood, but that's a part of like my niñez or like
But you
my.
keep the good stuff.
Yeah,
Keep
I
the
guess
good
that's what you
stuff.
do, right? Keep the good
Let go of the
stuff.
bullshit. Está frío, güey.
¿Sí está frío, güey?
Or put it to her.
Yo tengo suéter, güey.
I had it for myself, but I was like, it might be hot.
Okay, medio frío, güey. I'm here nipping, dog. Like, shit.
It's Christmas, güey.
Nah, but yeah, dude, you just keep the good shit.
So what do y'all think about those ships that are stuck in the fucking sea right now?
The ones that broke,
Yeah.
you should
Just
always
put
have
them
a
on.
mic.
Yeah. Like, so you can commentary on the
yes,
side.
sir.
Okay, yeah. So the ships in the sea. You heard about that?
The ones that broke,
Why are they stuck?
Okay, supposedly they're stuck because
a giant grabbed them. Okay,
probably
go on.
anything goes, right? No, supposedly they're stuck because nobody wants to work jobs anymore.
I'm confused. What are y'all talking about? Y'all talking about the cargo ships?
Yeah, the cargo ships.
I
that
saw
are
a
stuck
cargo ship that like broke,
Okay.
and there's containers all over the ocean.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
I didn't see that.
And then we're like, yeah, Christmas is gonna get expensive. Cause you know a lot of this shit we get from fucking China and overseas. So they just lost a bunch of shit.
Well, what I saw was
But that's what I
that
saw.
there was several ships that bring the cargo ships. There was several of those stuck in the ocean. Like they couldn't like dock or like unload their shit anywhere. And so they were blaming on the truck drivers that there was no truck drivers to move the shit and that
But they were already in the port or what?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm lost.
I'm lost too. Okay. Supposedly the cargo ships are just sitting there, right? Because they can't unload. And they said that it was the truck drivers. Like they have shit sitting there for 4 or 5 months, and the truck drivers haven't came to get it. Like nobody wants to work those jobs to get it, right? And take it to the.
They're forcing them to get vaccinated.
Yes, I think so. Or I don't know.
Because that's what happened with Southwest Airlines. They had like hundreds of flights delayed because all the pilots, because they're making their employees. You know how now that Biden's like, if you have more than 100 employees, you have to vaccinate them.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So, like Texas is like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But like Southwest, I guess they're based somewhere else. They're making their employees get vaccinated. So a bunch of pilots and like flight attendants, like they went on strike. And
I kind of seen something about it.
So, and they try to hide it and say it was the weather. There was no fucking weather issues.
Everybody had quit.
Yeah, they just like, they walked out.
That's what they try to say, but there was a truck driver on TikTok, and he put him on blast. He was like, "Nah," he's like, "It's not us not wanting to work." He's like, "It's them in like." They're doing something within. Like, the government is telling them to do something within so that they're, like, making it seem like, oh, it's this and that. But it's not. It's them trying to create a shortage so that we fucking overpay for everything, like the groceries and all that. Like, if I were you, I would start stocking up on water. I bought, like, 20 gallons of water the other day. Start stocking up on water and, like, little shit that you see.
Are y'all going to get vaccinated if you have to?
So my job is giving a $500 stipend. If you get vaccinated, I'm not getting vaccinated.
Dude, that's the thing.
I'll never sell out.
It's like, why are they forcing you?
I'll never sell out.
Like, I don't know. That's just sketchy as fuck, bro.
I'll die before I sell out.
Because it's really not the solution.
Straight up.
It's not. And then why is Biden got to be so dramatic about his shot? You see how he takes the shot at an angle and shit? Like, why can't you just face the fucking camera? Like, are you even getting this shot?
Yeah.
Because it's staged. It's all staged.
It's staged, bro. Like,
stop watching that propaganda. Me, I don't watch none of that because that is not my reality. Like, I don't live in that reality. I live in another reality, obviously. But, like, I do not create, like, fear, propaganda, any of that. Like, once I start seeing that shit, I cut that shit out of my life because I'm like, okay, like, if it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. But I'm not going to sit here and watch that.
When you were a kid, they would tell you, like, you got the chicken pox, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're like, well, you got the chicken pox already, so you're not going to get it again. you're good now, right? You remember that?
I
They'll be
remember
like,
that.
you good now.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll be worried when you haven't got it yet. Oh, you haven't got your chicken pox? That means you finna get that shit when you're older or whatever the fuck. So, isn't it weird that, like,
chicken pox.
They're not treating COVID the same when it's like once you got COVID, you build all this immunity, and you shouldn't have to take a fucking vaccine?
I've had
Like,
it twice.
What, the COVID?
Second time, it wasn't shit.
It wasn't shit? How long did it take you to get it again?
I got it in January the first time, got it in September the second time.
January.
So was that 8 months?
Okay.
8 months. And
I had it in July of last year, like when it first came out.
And it was just kind of like a week of sore throat.
Tired.
Feeling out of it, like tired.
Yeah.
And that was it.
So do you think, like, have you got it?
What, the COVID?
The COVID?
Yeah, I got it in July.
Okay, so we've all had it. Okay, so do you feel like, is it worth taking a vaccine that might give you blood clots and might give you all this testicle issues and shit like that to, like, get in a little cold?
Nah.
It's not. It's like, it don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense.
Okay, so my dad was telling me yesterday, because my uncle got COVID, right? And they put him in the hospital and they had him on a tube, I believe, right? Which they say is the worst thing to do, because COVID is when you get boogers in your lungs, and when they put you on the tube, it creates
more,
that. Yeah. So, okay. So he said that now when he talks to my uncle, like, my uncle's like a zombie. Like, he's like a lifeless being. Like, he doesn't have no soul inside him. And I told him, I'm like, because it's that fucking COVID. Like, I don't know. And then so my dad got vaccinated because my grandma was really pressuring him to get vaccinated, because all my grandma does is watch TV.
Yes.
Propaganda.
That's how my T Jones is.
I went to her house yesterday and she has a TV now close to her bed like this. So it's like her phone.
She's programmed.
It's like her phone, yeah. So I'm like, damn, like, I don't know, bro.
And it's just, I don't know. I have friends who've been like, I don't know, who've got mad because it's not that I don't try to see it as I'm pushing or like trying to convince them of something. Mm-hmm. Just trying to keep people informed and shit. But it's just because, like, it's sketchy, bro, and it's kind of scary, and it's kind of like, why? It's like, that's not freedom, bro. You should have the fucking.
So I think that's where my
choose if you want it or not.
My
Don't force me.
existential depression comes from, because it's like, why am I living in this simulation? Like, this simulation is not it. Like, why did we choose this? Or like, why is this here? You know?
Don't you think everybody?
I think everybody feels like that.
And all, like, even like before us, like, has felt that way.
No,
the world is always ending.
No, because I don't think they were true.
The world has always been ending. Shit's always been going to shit. We've never had true peace. We've never had, like, true.
Since, like, the Garden of Eden type shit?
It's always been fucked up. There's always been some kind of, depression going on.
Ice Age.
All the time.
Meteor. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, dude. We've always been dying. There's always been some kind of fucking swine flu, fucking
plague.
Either we're at fucking war with ISIS or Al Qaeda or fucking, what's the other one?
So you think they're just doing like a big experiment on us? Like the aliens are just watching Planet
We're a reality
Earth?
show, bro.
Yeah, they're just watching Planet Earth and they're just like throwing little shit in here and there.
Y'all seen South Park? When he's like, Earth. And it's like a reality show.
And it's all ghetto.
And there's fucking like TV execs, but they're like aliens and they're like controlling this reality show.
That's exactly what I think it is, right? It has to be, because sometimes I'm just like, this shit can't be real.
Like, watch the Jews fight the Palestinians and the Mexicans, right?
What are we living like? What's that Truman Show?
Truman Show.
I never saw Truman Show.
Bro, you gotta watch it.
It's so weird.
Stop provoking.
But it's kind of like, what if that's what's happening with us?
I think that's exactly what's happening with us.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy. It's this life show, man. streaming all over the universe, man.
Bruh.
We're a podcast inside
That's
of a
what
podcast.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. When I was in the restroom, I felt like I was tripping because I could hear myself from somewhere else. I was telling myself, or I guess that's how disassociated I was.
Oh shit, Ashley's gonna cancel on the pod.
No,
I was like, it's gonna be a solo episode just here ranting and shit.
I thought you were hungover. I thought you were hungover. That's why I was like, do you want some water?
No,
I was gonna pull an Alex Jones up in here and just talk shit.
Just go off like.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I needed a few moments to get myself together because I was really like disassociated. That's the best I can describe it. I felt like my body was not in my body.
I was gonna say my friend took the vaccine. She's in the restroom throwing up right now.
My friend took the vaccine.
You're vaccinated?
No, heck no.
I was just gonna start shit.
I know. That's a good one. That's a good segment.
But But that's a real issue though, like the blood clots, bro. Blood clots and all these people getting vaccinated.
Bro, just don't get it. Don't fucking get it. Stop watching TV. Like, go outside and play for a little bit, and you'll be okay.
Because imagine if the majority doesn't get it and they fire these people. How are they going to put stuff out? How's the government going to make money without us?
Exactly.
And it's something that's going to happen. And it's already kind of happening with the airline situation.
So let them. I mean, there's people that still want to work.
And I'm glad we live in the state we live in. I used to always be like,
yeah,
these damn conservatives.
These damn Republicans.
But it's like, fuck, if we did not live in this state, we'd be fucked like Cali right now. We'd be fucked like New York.
Yeah, okay, but this winter, they're going to fucking freeze our ass just like last winter.
Fuck it.
We were trying to
Let
fucking
us know.
secede.
Bring it on.
Let us know.
I know. That's why I'm like, damn, like we're really having
Pull
a
out the
civil
hoodies,
union,
son.
right? I mean, not a civil union.
Pull out
like,
the
what is that?
hoodies.
When they fucking fight. A
When they
civil
fight?
war. A civil war within the same country. That's basically what it is. Like, Texas is like, okay, like, shoot your shot.
Bring it on, bitch.
Shoot your shot.
And everybody
Wow.
talking shit when fucking governor got COVID. Like, yeah. And it's like, bitch, so? Like,
I feel like he's a man in a wheelchair, but at least he has, like, huevos, right? Like, he just says what he says, and that's it. Like, that's it. Fuck everybody else.
I mean, I don't agree with all the shit he's fucking...
Yeah.
He does a lot of stupid shit, but...
I mean, because he's still a white
But when it
old
comes
man at
to
the end of
this-
the day. You know, he's grew up on that program. I'm sure he's heard his grandparents saying some fucking N-words and some fucking...
Well, he married a Mexican, so...
Well,
he's not that
Because look at the
racist.
generation. Look at the generation. Like, he's already come down to that level, you know? But
Yeah.
his parents and his grandparents and his great-grandparents, like, look at where he comes from. So I understand why he is the way he is on certain shit.
Well, it's because, you know... they're-
But I just don't involve myself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you shouldn't. That's how I try to be. But sometimes the shit the government does just pisses me off.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, I was like,
We got to do a segment of shit the government does that pisses me off.
shit that the government... Bro, like, I used to fucking always vote, like, Democrat, bro. And, because...
Why?
I feel like, because the
what
shit
does that
they,
even mean?
Like, you know, like, I used to feel like Democrat was the party of, like, freedom.
people.
Of freedom. No, not even poor people. It's just freedom. Like, you get...
Like
But now
liberals.
it's like, it's the opposite, bro.
They're
now,
the ones that are really like...
Because now they're so fucking woke. And it's like, everything is wrong. Everything is... you can't say that. You can't say this. Like, bitch, I'm in my house.
I can say what the
Like,
fuck I want.
Yeah. Like, and shit like that is like, has brought me down to this, like, man,
Bitch,
fuck
I'm in
both
my
parties.
house.
Like,
Yeah, don't
Dude.
involve yourself in that. Like, if you keep playing their stupid game, you're gonna win stupid prizes. Like, that's all it is, bro. I don't feel like none of that is real. Biden is staged. Vaccine, like, they're going so far as to getting the shot on camera. Like, I don't know. To me, that's just sus. I thank God
It
that I
is.
like am in tune with myself, that I can see when it's sus.
bro. But
Some
you
people
don't think
can't
it's
see it.
weird whenever, like, they try to push this vaccine so much, right?
Yeah.
But they don't never push, like,
Going to the gym.
Yeah, be healthy.
Eat healthy.
Be healthy. Go to
Vitamin
the gym.
C.
Did y'all see
go
that?
Outside.
Donut shops are giving you a free donut if you prove that you're vaccinated.
Wow.
That's how much they care about your health.
Look at that, bro. Like, it's just shit like that. Like, that doesn't make sense. The shit don't add up. They're giving you money to get a vaccine. It's like, if the fucking vaccine is so good, the people should be like, get it because it's this good. Like, we ain't gonna give you fucking free shit.
Yeah.
There was a governor in up north. I can't remember exactly what state, but he's on record. This is on YouTube, and he's telling people about how healthy people are not good for the economy. Because healthy people don't get sick. They're not in the doctors.
Exactly.
Healthy people are not eating at restaurants. They hurt our economy. He's like, how is somebody riding a bike instead of driving a car good for the economy?
Wow.
That's what they really think of.
At the end of the day, it comes down to capitalism. Are you going to contribute to capitalism or not?
But you still do in a way. Like, even if you're healthy, you're still buying shit.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's what I'm saying. Can you ever really escape it?
Even you might not be spending your dollar here, but you're spending it over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So when I was watching this Bitcoin documentary, he's like, okay, so all these years we've been saying like end the Fed, right? But it's not end the Fed because you really can't end them. But what you can do is surpass the Fed, like surpass them, which is what like Bitcoin and all that other shit is. It's like, fuck them. Like we're starting our own system. So I guess that's just what we have to do. Maybe that's why I've been feeling like, because I'm at the school and I feel like that is the system. That is
you're part of that system.
Yeah, and I feel like, what can I do to still help?
I'll be feeling the same way sometimes,
but
working with, corporate America.
Yeah.
Just kind of want to, and that's why I have my other ventures and shit. But I want to get to that point where it's like I'm totally financially free.
Yes.
And I don't have to rely on corporate America, and I'm just got my own thing going on.
Yeah. I think that's what we're doing, right? We're detaching ourselves from the matrix.
And hopefully this grows and we all become wealthy.
No.
The government wants you to depend on them. That's all.
True.
Yeah.
Somebody that's independent, the government don't like that, because then that's why they're willing to give you money. That's why they're willing to give you food stamps, because those people get comfortable living that way, and they don't want more for themselves.
And then they're not involved. That's why they want you on welfare.
Yeah.
That's why they want you on all that shit.
And I applied for food stamps when I had my son, right? And they never approved me. Ever. To this day, my fucking application is just sitting there. And I'm just like, damn, like, God blocked that for a reason. And I'm just like, now that you're saying that, that makes so much sense. Like, yeah, like, I don't need that.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Obviously, to this day, I haven't needed it. I've been doing it without it. So I'm like, damn, like, that's crazy.
The times I've applied,
deny your shit?
Yeah, they deny my shit. But you gotta lie.
Yeah, I guess so.
Lie.
I'm like, I guess I'm not a good enough liar. Like,
but bro, motherfuckers are out here getting
racks,
money, bro.
Rack City. I'm fucking EBT.
Yeah, son. I'm like, fuck, dude. The parties I would throw if I got food stamps, bro.
I know when we lived in Michigan, my uncle used to get it, but they didn't give food stamps. They would give them cash.
Mm-hmm.
So you were getting $600 cash for whatever the hell they were getting. Yeah.
Damn. But the government likes all that because they know people are going to go spend it on drugs. They know people are going to go out to eat with it.
They're going to keep you in that.
Yeah, they're going to keep you in that same little...
Here's another scam that the government just put out. Have y'all noticed all these payment systems they have now? 4 easy payments without credit check. But it's just like having a fucking credit card that you never get out of debt. Because those people that are using those are probably using them and using them and using them. Yeah. So they're constantly having to pay a credit card.
Constantly in that debt cycle.
Yeah.
So what I learned, though, recently is that we should be leveraging credit to, like, some debt is good, but it's like bad debt and there's good debt, right?
Yeah.
So good debt.
You have control of it.
Good debt is when you're, like, indebted because you have, like, a $80,000 apartment building you just bought. But that same apartment building monthly is going to bring you $15,000. So, like, that's how we should be leveraging our shit. And I'm learning that now on my own, like, through mentors like Robert Kiyosaki and, like, people like that. Robert Kiyosaki.
Sounds like a bicycle.
He's one of my favorite people ever.
Does he have a podcast?
Yeah, he does, actually. And he be talking about, like, ending the Fed and, like, Bitcoin.
Spell his last name?
Kiyosaki is Kiyosaki.
Shit.
Kiyosaki. I'm pretty smart. I should put my glasses on so people take me more seriously. But yeah,
Oh, I know this guy.
I would definitely recommend like getting into his stuff.
Yeah, I've heard a few of his speeches. He wrote the Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yes,
book.
That's a good book.
Yeah.
Yes, you see, so like minds, no, like you know,
I just
so
didn't know his name, but yeah.
so I think people like that's what I mean about school not teaching important stuff like this, and like I think this is really important to create generational wealth. You know, like that's the goal, and jobs is not gonna give us generational wealth ever, because that's what they're designed to do. Jobs is just over broke, like job, just over broke.
And
like,
so you could be part of that. You're a hamster, dude.
exactly, you're a
that wheel.
hamster in the hamster wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if really you want to look at it in a spiritual aspect, it's like a negative entities feed off of you, because you ever like sit in traffic and you just feel so like drained when you finally get to work. You're like, oh, I've been sitting in traffic so long, and it's like you have to look at it like the city. Look at like a circuit board. You know how it's like a circuit board, like it's like that, you know. And we create energy, and they feed off of our energy, you know.
We're a bunch of fucking ants.
We're a fucking farm. We're a human.
And you know what's
farm.
sad? Whenever I go to work on Monday, ask your coworkers where do they see themselves in 5 years. And about 95% of them are gonna say probably still here.
That's sad.
Or they're not even like, they don't even care. They're just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
No goals, no.
Dead. Just
So
dead inside.
to what you said, I mean, we're just hamsters on a fucking wheel, and we're okay with that.
Yeah, going around and around.
I feel that all the time. But then, it's like, I'm not okay with it. But I kind of have to keep on fucking. I have to keep on going.
But there's different kind of wheels, though.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you keep on going, but you have, like you said earlier, you have different side hustles and stuff that you're trying to.
Yeah.
You keep that wheel going for those things.
Yeah.
The people I'm talking about is those people that are just keeping that wheel going for next Friday. So they get paid.
Yeah.
And spend it 2 days later and wait for next Friday.
Why do you think alcohol and like all of that like party scene is like so attractive? You know, why do you think it's such a thing?
It's an escape.
Everybody's trying to escape
from their weekly routine.
Exactly.
You know,
weekend.
And then next thing you know, fucking 5 years went by, and you're just like
still trying to escape.
Like what? Yes. Yeah, you're still in that fucking routine of work, get off, beer, party.
Everybody living for the weekend.
You know what I'm saying? You live for the weekend.
Just doing shit just to do it, but not really being alive.
But there comes a time when you're like, let me get the fuck out of this fucking wheelhouse. You know?
Do you ever?
And some people do.
Some people do.
But a lot of people don't. Like, and we try to. I'm trying to. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like J Bass said, you know? But there's people that just get stuck in that. And they're okay with it because they're like, there's going to be a weekend. And that's when I get to escape.
One of these days, I'll hit the damn lotto.
Yeah.
You ever hear people say that?
People that think that, yeah. And those are people that kind of want to escape. They have the idea of escaping, but they don't try to do anything. Yeah. They just rely on luck.
I feel so bad, though. I feel so bad because that was their dream. Like, my grandma, if she would get a lotto ticket right now, she'd be so happy. But me, I see it as like, that's like a total scam. Like, that's like the biggest wolf ticket ever sold to them. Social Security, like non-existent, like for them. Like they thought they were working to like get a good retirement. And no, like we're the ones paying that Social Security right now.
Yeah.
And it's going to keep going like that.
Yeah, it's just a circle of.
It's a pyramid.
The next generation pays for
It's a pyramid scheme.
Pyramid scheme.
And first, I want to say I love the shit out of y'all's podcast because all this shit y'all talk about makes me think. And it's shit that I think about, but it's hard when you try to talk with some people about this stuff.
They're dead.
You're crazy and you're weird.
They're dead, bro.
Yeah.
They're soulless beings.
But one thing that I was thinking about, the halftime Super Bowl show, right? Hip hop artists, right? And then people are like, rap. Okay, I get it, it's rap. But if you look at it deeper, look at the agenda people try to push, right? What keeps us in a wheel? When I say we, just as a whole, right? Because I've thankfully got out of the idea that the stuff that I'm about to talk about. Okay. But look how important to some people is jewelry. How important is to have the newest iPhone? How important is to wear, Jordans that are the most uncomfortable fucking shoe you can wear? How important is to dress a certain way to impress people that don't give a shit about you? What does hip hop do? It prices all of that.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get a country singer up there that's gonna talk some sense into you, or even country song now say, what that motherfucker say? She think my tractor's sexy, whatever the fuck. But I'm saying the shit that hip hop pushes is stuff that's keeping us in a fucked up shell, right? Because people talk about cars. Ask any kids what they want to do. Most of them want to be rappers because they want to have these cars. They want to have this jewelry. They want to dress like this.
Yeah.
And then they go and work at a grocery store and they spend 98% of their check on trying to keep up with the trends, trying to buy the Jordans, trying to buy the jewelry, trying to act rich while they're broke.
And the grocery store don't match that lifestyle,
So
no regular job matches that lifestyle. So what do these kids do? They start fucking doing shit they're not supposed to be doing, like illegal shit, because they're so busy trying to keep up with this fucking image.
And they're just staying broke, trying to look rich while they stay broke.
True. Yeah. Wow, another cycle.
Yep.
Shit the government
does.
You
know who I respect that doesn't fall into that? Slow.
Yeah, Slow's always kept it real though.
Bro, he's like so humble in that way. Where like he don't give a fuck, bro.
I like that about him.
Yes, I respect that about him because not everybody can do that.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like
I can't leave the house and you know what I'm saying. Like but I fall into that shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
I fall into that. Well, I have to look like this. Or I have to, I have to buy this. I try not to fall completely into it. I have an old ass iPhone. I don't give a fuck about the new iPhone and shit like that. But sometimes when it comes to a fashion,
you're like, I
kind of fall into that.
I want to be fashionista.
Yeah, and then
man, like for the last 5 years, the only reason I have the iPhone 11 is because my iPhone 7 went to shit, and then I upgraded to the 11. But then going years back, I was that person that every year that the iPhone came out, I have to have the new one.
Yeah.
And then I sat there and thought to myself, like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Half of these, the new and improved iPhone does this. Half of that shit I don't even use.
Yeah. Right.
All I'm doing is texting and calling people.
Fucking Slow Life had this old ass LG phone for the longest, for years. He just got an iPhone like a few weeks ago.
I know, I seen it.
And I was like, damn, boy, I see you got the new phone. You got the new one. And it was like, that's so not like you, but I'm glad you got something new because that's how it's supposed to be.
No, but
like, you get one app, you know what I'm saying? Like
me and him were talking about it because like before I was against the iPhone, right? I never had an iPhone until like the iPhone 7. Okay, so when I finally switched over to iPhone, you're not a different person.
I remember you talking about this.
But it's a different...
I'm part of the club now, guys.
Yeah, it's a different thing. Like, even when you see somebody's fucking Android Snapchat, like it looks all blurry and shit, but they have the best, they have the newest shit, right? They have the newest phone.
Go on.
Samsung made the same program for iPhone.
That iPhone uses.
Yes.
Okay, check this out, because I just noticed this the other day, right? I send a fucking... Because, first of all, I'd like to say that Samsung does have the best camera. Samsung has the best shit, okay? So what all this bullshit about they talk about on social media, talking about, blurry ass Samsung picture, that's a fact though. Because look, my coworker has a badass new Samsung phone, right? I send him a picture with my phone and it looks like small and like blurry as fuck. He sends it to me, it's the same thing. But if he sends a picture to somebody else with a Samsung, it's the best clear. Fucking picture ever.
They're scam.
So there's something right there going on that I don't know if Apple does that shit. They're like,
yes, they fucking scam.
If that fucking phone sends this phone a fucking picture, make sure it looks shitty as fuck.
Yes.
But I don't know why they do that.
Scams.
But they do have the best fucking camera. Because I remember we used to have both phones and it was like, you can't compare. And they're always a step ahead. If you think about it. Like, who came up with the watch first?
My friend, she has that one, that new
everything.
Samsung.
The one that folds?
Yeah, she has that one. And she fucking unfolded her shit. It was a big-ass tablet. And then she just folded his regular phone. I was like, damn, that hoe's badass. Tell me why she put a snap. And I'm looking at her snap. And her shit comes out like this. Like, it's in a video like this. Like,
it look weird.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Trash-ass phone.
Yeah, you would think, right? You would think it's like a little LG... No, I seen it. She had the newest fucking Samsung. Like,
unnecessary features they give us too.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck in my phone. Like it looks dope as hell, but what's really
What's
the
the
plus
use of that?
for
Yeah,
that?
what's the benefit?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. I think if you have kids, because it turns into a little tablet, so you just start like watching.
See, that's another mistake. Why are you having your kids on technology?
True.
But then again, you don't want them to stay
No,
behind.
exactly. Look at my
Like-
kid. Like
But but don't stay behind. But also let them know
Don't-
there's more than because I don't have kids, right? But I feel like a lot of parents, and I see this with my sisters and my brothers. As soon as the kids, dale el teléfono, dale la tablet,
Yeah, it shouldn't be that way.
and it's like, bro,
shouldn't
like
be
we
that
used to
way.
die to be outside. These
Yes.
kids just want to be inside with their tablets now.
Yes, you got to find a balance.
Okay, so like what I was seeing right now, like all this week, I kind of been putting my son on like a tablet, a device, so I could like get shit done, right? And then now that I took him to Rolly's house and he's playing with Rolly's kid, like it's a kid and kid interaction, I'm like, that's what he needs. Like, you know, but during the week, I can't just be at Rolly's house fucking having my kid play 24/7, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I got shit to do, but that's part of like the
It's
matrix.
just tough, bro. It's tough. And we have to get used to tough. You feel me?
No, I think that's a part of a system because let's say like we created this school and like these kids could be there like interacting and doing real shit, learning about real shit, not Christopher Columbus. I'm like, do you see how different our kids would be? Like,
Okay, but
and how that whole technology
I
factor
kind of
wouldn't.
disagree with you, though.
Why?
Because it is good to learn about your history.
Yeah,
It is good to know
But
about
not
what happened.
lies.
But not lies. I remember in school they made Christopher Columbus look like a hero.
exactly.
He found America. And he raped all these women, though. And he fucking killed babies.
Yes,
And
and had sex with goats. He was weird. He was just a
people
weird.
still
fucking,
having sex with goats, though.
Yeah, but that's weird. Like that's just
Yeah,
weird shit.
that's still
It's
weird, but
shit. I mean, there's still weird shit going on. There's always gonna be weird shit. But it's like teach the facts, bro. Like
Teach the facts.
like and then
Where
okay,
are my ancestors?
But maybe they shouldn't be teaching Christopher Columbus to like young kids. I remember like young kids. Like my daughter
We're
came.
in third grade.
My daughter came home like when she was younger, and she's like, "You know who Christopher Columbus is?"
First grade.
And it's like, okay, maybe they shouldn't teach you that young. They should teach you when you're a little bit older, but so they can teach you all the facts.
Right.
Like, okay, so this guy came and
Maybe
he
like
found
9th,
America.
10th grade.
There was already people here though, so he didn't really find it. He introduced it to the white folks.
And then he raped the people that were here.
And
so.
they raped everybody and they killed everybody. And
Okay, but that is our ancestors, right? So that trauma lives in our DNA. You know, DNA stores trauma. Did you know that? You have the trauma of all your ancestors in your DNA, of all your
Really?
bloodline, of all your heritage. You have it in your DNA.
okay.
You're like the 2.0 version of all your ancestors combined. Because, you know, you live in this.
Yeah. Is it like the Chinese that like they live with all their ancestors? They live with them. And shit.
Kind of what it is.
They live in their brain. and
Because,
shit.
well, it's in your DNA, bro. Like, it's
My
stored in
DNA.
your DNA. Like, the writing of your DNA is all of that.
Okay.
It's all of the experiences of your ancestors, all their traumas, all of the, you know, like,
Okay.
in the writing of your DNA.
Got you. That's interesting. I never looked at shit like that.
So,
Okay.
you know, like, in school, when they taught us that our DNA, there's, like, strands that were dead. Like, they were asleep. They were dormant. They would teach you like DNA, some strands do this, and this, and then the other strand, there's 12 strands that like they don't do nothing. You don't remember that when they would teach you that in science?
hell no. Y'all are younger than me, so
What grade are you talking about here?
This was like, I want to say like 4th, 3rd
Oh
grade.
shit. I don't remember, dude.
Okay, well, DNA, yeah. DNA is interesting.
Okay.
All the trauma of your ancestors.
They're all in us.
DNA.
Yeah. I just feel like we need to learn how to live. A lot of us don't know how to live, and sometimes we get frustrated and we give the kid the phone because we're just like, "Oh, I'm frustrated. I can't deal with you right now." And here goes the phone, but really it's just you're lazy
True.
because you're here. You can give that child like the attention he needs, but you got to get this other stuff done, and it's just hard. That's why I say it's tough.
It's you being lazy to process how you feel and giving yourself the time to like process that and be like, okay, yeah, like I feel irritated right now.
because think how our parents did it.
Exactly.
At least my mom. It was 6 of us. She had time for all 6 of us. She had time to still make food for all of us. She had time for everything.
Yes.
Because she dedicated her life to y'all, right?
Basically.
It's crazy, dude. Like, we just have to be tough. And I feel like we've become
I don't
such
have
pussies
time.
now.
It's like,
yeah.
You don't make time.
Yeah.
You don't make time. But you make time to be on your phone. You make time to...
that's what's taking time away from your time.
Exactly.
Little shit like that
Distractions.
adds up.
Exactly.
Distractions, dude.
Distraction.
We just need, we need to look at the people before us and be like, man, they fucking had to deal with worse shit than we did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we
They had to
fucking
walk
got
to the
this.
store.
Yes, dude.
We drive and be there in 20 minutes before they would get there. So
Yeah.
just take all that into consideration. Like, if you got to go to the store, you'll probably be at the store driving, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
I seen a
They had
documentary
to walk to the
though,
fucking store.
that they say that actually makes us more depressed though, because we come to the realization quicker that we're not...
We ain't shit.
Yeah, like there's no meaning to life. Like we come to the realization quicker. Them, yeah, they were distracted by like having to walk. So they would have to like do this 20-minute walk, so they couldn't think of like, damn, how fucked am I? But us, how we have everything instant.
But no, because you are thinking about this shit. When you're walking,
yeah,
that's when I
you're
think
like,
the most.
You're like, I got 10
when
kids.
I'm just walking.
I gotta go to the store and get this shit.
Dude, like whenever like I fall into like depression or like just I'm tired, like I'm
Tired.
I'm working all the time. I'm not having fun and I get
You're like, this is not,
this is not
good
fun.
time.
And I just feel like shit, right? And it's times like those, and then I stop and think about my mom. And that brings me back to like, nigga, you fucking got this shit, nigga. Because I'll be like, dude, my mom worked, like I would wake up, right? And she would be gone already. And I wouldn't see her until like 8 at night.
Really?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
would leave school and just do fucking hood rat shit with my friends. And
You
then
had
get
all the
home.
time in the world.
And like, she still had to like,
Cook dinner.
well, so I would make my own dinner, but she would still hold it down to like do laundry. Like I never fucking did laundry. I still don't know how to do laundry. She did everything for me, dude. Like
Really?
she fucking did laundry. I mean, I cook myself, but
Do you think that's
she
a bad
did
thing?
laundry. She in a way, but dude, I just look at how she held shit down, bro. Like I be thinking like I have it bad, and I'm like I'm the breadwinner, and I have to fucking like I take care of her now, and I take care of like a lot of other people, and sometimes I'm like fuck, I'm against the wall, and I don't know what the fuck to do anymore.
The
And then I stop
pressure.
and look at her, and I'm like, dude, she did it all by herself, and she made way less money than what I make. And she just made it happen. She wouldn't buy herself shit. She wouldn't go have fun. She never went out. Like
Aw.
it was like she was like, and I'm like, dude, and I'm fucking tripping. I have the privilege to bust my ass
Go out,
and
have
enjoy my
fun.
kids. I
Yeah.
get off early and I enjoy my kids.
Yeah.
And I can still go to the comedy club
Do
or
your
go to the
stuff.
bar and have a good time. Like she didn't have none of that. So that's what that brings me back to earth when I feel like shit. I just think about, my tea lady and like people before her and like how
Yeah.
they had worse.
I always used to think
And they
about my
got it done.
grandparents. I'm like, man, you must have some balls to go to another country. You don't know the fucking language. That's like me going to China.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
and I'm just gonna fucking go look for work and hope it works out. Like, you gotta have some motherfucking balls. I was
That's
just to think,
balls,
I was just
bro.
thinking about my grandparents like that. Like, damn, these niggas got balls. And then they came here, bought a house, like. They own it, like, like they made it,
Yeah.
I'm like me, I'm fucking complaining. I know
Can't even buy a
English.
fucking car.
I know fucking English, like,
It's
and
the culture.
Spanish.
It makes us into pussies, bro.
Yeah.
It's we get spoon fed. We get all this. It's crazy, dude.
We get
It's
spoiled.
Crazy. Like it's just two different realities.
So, like, spoiled kids, I have a theory that spoiled kids are like handicap or special needs kids because they can't do certain things for themselves.
But they weren't born that way.
They weren't.
They were
but
groomed
the
that
parenting,
way.
yes, parenting. That's why, like, me that I have a son now, I'm like, is this the right thing to be doing? Because I don't want to handicap him.
But you can still spoil him
Right.
and not handicap him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So me as a person,
Gotta
I
find
have
the
to
formula.
know,
Yeah.
balance.
The boundaries. Yeah.
Exactly. Boundaries. And now that I'm an adult and I see these things, how a lot of people lack boundaries and a lot of people got spoiled and now they're like a little bit mentally, especially one cousin that I have, she's really And she's an adult already. She's 18. She's technically an adult. So, like, her mind is like a 16, 15-year-old. And I'm like, dang, like, you kind of remind me of, like, a special needs person or, like, you know, somebody with a disability because you're not all there. But she is all there, but she's not, obviously. So, I don't.
And then it also depends on the hunger of the kid.
Yeah, no hunger at all.
Because I was spoiled as fuck.
No hunger at all.
Yeah, like I was spoiled. My dad never let me do shit. Like up to date, I haven't mowed the lawn. Like I pay somebody to cut my grass and shit.
I'm that way.
You know what I mean? Like yeah. But I mean, like
I'm just lazy though.
Everything that had to do with cars, always pay somebody to do it. However, I know how to do it now. Not because my dad made me or showed me how to do it. And I say that because I know nowadays a lot of parents make their kids do it. You have to learn. It's like, I get it, preparing them for the future, but you don't have to be like that.
Yeah.
Because I was a spoiled ass kid. But I also myself knew what I wanted, and I knew that I couldn't, life wasn't going to be this fucking pretty my whole life. Like I had to learn how to do some things. Like you said, YouTube. YouTube helped a lot, boy.
YouTube is...
And I mean, I have a homeboy the other day. He was on the side of the road. It was raining. He didn't know how to change a tire. When we pull up, he's looking at the manual. That's fucking embarrassing.
I mean, that's how I learned. I learned by this shit happening to me. And I'm like, fuck.
But it's common sense though, ain't it?
Yeah.
How to change a tire?
I mean, yeah, I got it. It's pretty common sense. It's just like, you just never done it before.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're a little scared, but you do it. You know what I'm saying? You have
no
choice but to do it.
And then once you do it, it's like, damn, I did
like,
it.
okay, I know how to do that now.
Mm-hmm.
My nephew said he was nervous with pumping gas the first time.
And that's just the culture we're in, man. He's not the only one. I'm sure there's a lot of kids out there that like, it's like what you were talking about last time. Is it harder to flush the toilet or to use the blinker lights?
Yeah. It's the same movement, basically, and motherfuckers don't do either one.
Sometimes, like, this one guy cut me off, right? But he didn't put his fucking signal light on, bro. Like, I'll let you go if you have your signal light on.
Motherfuckers just, bro.
So then he wants to... I cut him off, right? Again, like, I got in front of him, and then he honks at me, and I, like, fucking flick my signal light. Like, look, bitch. And I'm looking at him in the mirror. I'm like, this is a signal light. Like, put your fucking signal light on.
But you know what? Okay, I have a little theory about that. Okay? If you're in the freeway, if you put your signal light on, he's not going to let you in.
True.
He's not going to let you in, especially if your lane is going faster than his shit is slowing down. People not going to let you in. So what you have to do...
Cut or die.
No. You put your signal light on, right? They see it. They start speeding up, right? And then you put it to the other one. Like, oh, my bad. I'm going that way. And then they slow down. And then that's when you get in, bro. I shit you not. It always fucking works.
Hell yeah.
It always works.
Yeah, because people, when they drive, they have an ego when they drive. Like, bro, we're just sharing the road to get to our destination. Like,
but
it's
you
not
notice that they slow down when you take your blinker off. They slow down.
I'm gonna do that shit. I'm fucking do that shit.
And then te le metes. And then you put the signal light real quick para que no diga que you didn't put it. You get in.
Come on, psych.
Yeah, bro. You gotta play with these people's brains, bro. But yeah, dude, the other day, some guy, bro, this fucking redneck got mad at me, right? I'm somewhere off of like Wilson Beltway 8, and I'm on the right lane. So I was gonna turn, right? But I was checking my phone for something. The light was red anyways, but you could still turn on the red light, right? So I guess the car behind me was gonna turn. I was in front of him, and I'm on my phone, but I'm like, it's all good. The light's red. I ain't tripping. I didn't check to see if anybody's behind. So I sat there until the fucking light turned green. So then I went, and I'm just chilling. I'm driving.
Minding your business.
And then this truck next to me, he's like, I see him kind of waving at me and shit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, so I just turned. This dude fucking puts his window down. He spits in my truck. And I don't think his fucking spit got to the truck, but
still,
he spits and he's like,
the audacity.
and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I turn again and I put my window down. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? and he's like, oh no, I think he kept going, right? And then I saw him again at the light and I put my window down. But this time he was on my left side. Mm-hmm. So I put my window down. I'm like, what's your problem, dude? And he's like, why didn't you fucking turn, bro? Fucking pussy? And that nigga takes off, bro. And I'm just like,
wow.
And yo ni en cuenta, bro. Like, I'm like, And then I had to like sit there and think about it, like, oh, I think he was behind me at that other light, and he was trying to turn, but he never honked or nothing. Like, but he was mad, bro. Like, he was mad, and he called me a pussy and took off. I was just like, I'm a pussy because I didn't turn. I waited for the light to turn green, bro.
Soulless beings, you know, they're just so empty.
I don't let shit like that get to me because it's like he was having a shitty day,
Yes,
probably.
yes.
His fucking his wife is fucking a black dude or something, and he's just mad. He
Shit
looked
like
like
that
a
bothers
fucking
the fuck out of me.
redneck. Like,
Shit like that bothers you?
Yeah, I'm like
you
I
would've got
would
pissed?
beat the fuck out of you for like pull over, motherfucker.
I used to be like that, bro.
oh,
And
that
I
shit
got into
pisses
like
me
road
off.
rage, bro. And I got fucking. I had my gun, and this other dude had his gun, and I had my kids in the car.
Oh my God,
I
bro.
used to be like that, bro, off of West Road and 45, dude. This dude, cause he cut me off, and then I cut him off, and then we were just having fucking road rage wars, and then talking shit to each other. We got off, and we were at the light. We put our fucking guns out, and then just it got nasty. And then I realized I had my kids in the car, and I was just like, I'm being very irresponsible right now.
Yes.
So I used to be like heated like that, bro.
Yeah.
And we'd fucking fight and shit like that, bro. But I learned how to
Be a responsible
yeah,
gun
it's like
owner.
the last like
I feel attacked.
the last 2 years, bro. It's a mental thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's all like you gotta find your peace. What's really important to you, and it's like you come to this like
Deja vu.
you come to this like little agreement with yourself that it's like,
This realization.
am I gonna let these people get
the
me
best
mad?
of me?
Yeah,
My
am I
thing is
gonna
like,
let them?
am I gonna let this motherfucker get me out of my character?
Yeah,
No, bitch.
Because then you become his bitch in a
'Cause I'm
way.
a professional.
You come his bitch because you're letting them like dictate how you're gonna feel. You're letting them like control you in a way. It's
Yes.
like, fuck you, guy.
Yes.
Let me keep my peace.
Yes. I'm not
It's
gonna give you
road
my
rage.
peace.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like it's stupid when you think about it.
I'm
You
at that
and then they're
point.
strangers. Like, it's like
You're never gonna see them in your life again.
you're not even in my world,
Bitch,
bro.
they're probably
Like,
That's
part
one
of
way
the
to look at it.
simulation. They're part of the
the,
simulation.
the way I look at it is like I feel like having these people that act a certain way when they're on the road are like the people that are behind the screen talking shit on. It's like if you were to get off the car,
Exactly,
you wouldn't have the
knowing
fucking
that.
balls to be
Yeah.
acting like you're somebody right now.
yeah,
Exactly.
And
sometimes you gotta.
but you're
ignore
right, you know. But that's what bothers me. I'm like, bitch.
But you grow into that, bro. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
like I said, I was just like that, bro. Fucking road raging and
I never
stupid
really
shit,
road
bro.
raged, but if a bitch want to get out of line, like, and I'm feeling it that day, okay, like that day that where I was telling the guy, like, and when I was telling him, he was
I would
just
follow
like,
people, bro. I'd stay on their fucking ass just following them. Like, it's just
Horrible.
stupid.
Yeah,
See, I'm
yeah.
not that bad.
And I let them, but then I let them get the best of me, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wasted my good energy on them.
nothing. Exactly,
Like,
nothing.
and then like, bitch, I don't even know you. I should be using this energy for
my kids,
my kids,
myself,
yeah,
something. Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you just
definitely.
stop and think about it. You know,
Yeah.
what really matters
Yeah.
in this world? Not that. You know
I think
what I'm saying?
that's why I'm at a good place right now because I feel like I'm not controllable like that. You know, I'm in control of my own self and my own emotions. I feel like sometimes I get carried away in my own head, but me myself, like I'm in control. Like my boss texted me some stupid shit the other day. I didn't even respond. Like I'm not even gonna reply.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna act like that didn't happen.
You know what else is like that? Like when you hold grudges,
Yeah, true.
they're so like energy consuming. Like,
True.
why are you holding grudges? I feel like when the moment you stop like holding grudges or like just thinking about
Excuse
other
me.
people that like
Okay, I could
It's
forgive.
irrelevant.
I could forgive, but bitch, I can't forget. That's one thing about holding grudges. It's not a grudge. It's just like, do you really like let people like back into your like space? I guess if they like mess
you can,
up,
but
or,
not in the
like-
same way as it was before. You feel me?
True.
Like now they're in a different. They're still in the space, but in a different way.
True. True.
You can let them in, but there's like boundaries now. I'm not gonna treat you the same way.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. You're not gonna mean the same to me anymore. It's just different.
True.
But I'm not gonna waste my energy on
Grudges.
thinking about you or like, oh, I'm upset because of this or because you did this. It's like focus on what matters. Count your blessings.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dios te bendiga.
and when you start thinking that like that, bro, it's like I feel like you start living a happier life.
Yeah, true.
More peaceful
This
life.
reminds me, one time I kept getting a phone call. They were asking for somebody, and I was like, "This is not their number. Please leave my number from your account, whatever." And they kept calling me. And then one day I got pissed. I like, "Hey man, I fucking told you, stop fucking calling my fucking number." Like I just started cussing.
Yeah, but
and the guy's like,
on him.
"Okay, sir, I will take it off. God bless you." I was like, "What? Fuck you!" I was like, "Don't fucking tell me God bless you when I'm just being an asshole to you right now." Make you feel like
So
shit.
wait, that upset you?
Huh?
That upset you that they were so calm about it?
It upset me, but I wasn't mad. It was more like, man, fuck you. Like, but it made me laugh. Like,
Yeah.
like why you being nice to me when I'm being a fucking asshole?
Yeah.
But,
You see? It's
what
a
you're
different
saying, like he didn't
reaction.
let my reaction
Yes.
get
Take
to him
him
when he
out.
knows he's just doing his job.
Yes.
But
he
yeah.
didn't let you ruin his day.
Yeah.
And that I think that's something
Kind of
real
made my
important.
day by him telling me God
Yeah.
bless you. And I was like, man, fuck you. And then
And
I
I
was
think
like,
that's real important for
damn,
mental
what a
health.
piece of shit I am.
Like the other day, like one of my good friends, like I guess he was having a bad day, and like he got a little frustrated, and like
Went off on you.
yeah, went off on me, and somebody would have took that the wrong way.
I would have
and-
took that the wrong way.
and it would have, yeah, somebody would have took that the wrong way and let it fuck up their day, but I didn't.
I wouldn't have let it, but I would have took it the wrong way because you as an adult shouldn't be projecting on me. You should have control of your own emotions.
Right,
And like,
should, but
So
in
then
this
that-
unperfect world we live in,
so that's why I
People-
go back to, okay, you went off on me and then now I can't let you into my space. Or like you said, I can let him in, but not in the same
but
way.
no, dude, because it's like we all have bad days, and we have to understand. But we don't know.
Yeah, but we
it's
all
like-
have to respect each other at the end of the day.
Yes. But sometimes we let these things fuck with us. Like, so I don't know what's going on in this person's life. They probably had the most shittiest day, and they just
But
weren't
is it a
happy.
So
shitty
it
day or
makes
is it a
it-
shitty moment?
No, it makes it okay for you to come and shit on me because
No,
you're
it
having a
doesn't make
shitty
it
life.
okay.
Yes.
No.
It doesn't make
Never.
it okay, but people make mistakes. You know?
But how
and
many
that's how I
mistakes?
like to look at life.
How
Like,
many mistakes is mistakes?
but check it out. So, and I'm over here thinking like, man, to me, it looks like this person had a bad day. They're not themselves right now.
You're not you. It is
So
stickers.
you just have to know how to deal with things, how to be the bigger person, and be like, okay.
I'm tired of being the bigger
but look,
person.
but check it out.
I'm always the bigger person.
Check it out. If it is like that, if it was like, oh, fuck you, Rolly. If it's like that, then you'll know with time. Because they'll keep that same energy. And then you're like, oh, well, this person all along didn't like me. But if with time you see that, oh, that wasn't really them. Like, they just had a bad day. You know, they still love you. They still, you know what I'm saying?
They still fuck with you, yeah.
Yeah, they still fuck with you.
Yeah,
and we all
but
have
at the
bad
same
days.
time, it's like-
and then that's when apologies come in. You feel me? It's like
How many
What
times
if
are you gonna
the
apologize?
apology don't come in?
well, then that's what I said. That's when time will let
You'll
you know
tell.
what it is. Time will let you know, like, oh,
Me?
this person was just an asshole.
I don't like apologies because I'm like, what can I do with the sorry? You already did what you did. Like, I'm sorry to me is nothing because I forgive you. I had to
Yes,
do the
fam.
own inner work to forgive you. But what am I gonna do with a sorry?
I mean, it depends on the situation.
Yeah, it depends on the
shit was
situation.
It depends on the situation, because you could be talking about like this person came to your face and told you fuck you and I fucking hate you. That's one thing. Or somebody just had a shitty day and said something rude, and that's two different things.
Right,
you feel me?
right. And of course, I'm not gonna go ballistic over a shitty little moment, right?
Yeah, it all
But at
depends
the
on the
same
situation.
time, people need to learn how to control their own shit. You know,
They
like
do, but this is not a perfect world we live in. You can't control your fucking emotions.
I can control them to
You-
the point where I'm not shitting on somebody else. I'm
Have
very
you ever-
much in control of my emotions.
I've never
like that.
seen you. I've never seen you not do that. You feel me?
Exactly.
But I'm sure you have.
I have.
I'm sure you have
when I've gotten
flipped
out of
out
character.
at times. You
When
got
I've-
out of character.
When I've gotten out of character, yes.
Because I know I have.
But it's never like so many times where I have to be sorry all the time. Like it's only like been like once or twice.
yeah,
Okay.
If it becomes an all the time thing, then that becomes toxic.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
That's when you're like, okay, we can't do this.
Because it's
But
toxic.
right, but it all just every situation is unique, you know.
So how many times have we done this with this friend? Isn't this like the third or fourth time?
Timestamp that.
Like, that's what I'm saying. And it could be in
No.
anything. It could be like your parents' relationship. Because I know certain times my mom and my dad have been toxic in my life, and I've had to kind of like put up a boundary and be like, whoa, like this is becoming detrimental to my mental health, you know, like. And okay, that's fine. Like how you said, once or twice, you know, we
But
have
check
moments.
it out. It's not affecting my mental health. Because I understand that people are going through their own things.
People are going to be people.
And I'm okay with distancing myself, or like,
For a minute.
you know, if I have a friend or whatever that like they're not, you know, agreeing with what I'm doing, or they feel some type of way, or they just don't want to fuck with me no more, I'm okay with that. Because it's like,
So you're saying that's just how relationships work?
yes,
Human
I'm okay with that.
beings.
Because it's like, look, I think you need your space. I think, you know, you
You're
need to
going
find
through some
yourself.
things.
You need
yes. Okay, I
might
like
be,
that.
And
I
I'm
like that.
You know, sometimes we don't see it, but I might be toxic to somebody.
I like that. Yeah.
Even though I'm living my best life and I'm trying to
True.
better myself and be a good person, but I might be toxic to other people. And I'm okay with distancing myself, or if they distance themselves from me, I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna hold a grudge, because like, you're going through your own path. You're on your highway. I'm on my highway. We're all gonna get there. You feel me? We all got different destinations, and sometimes we gotta switch lanes, bruh.
I like that.
Sometimes we gotta switch lanes.
I like that a lot.
But if we meet again in downtown,
let it be.
let it be.
That's
Enjoy
what
the
I
ride.
like. That's what I like.
disagree.
Fuck all that you said.
Yeah, no, I agree with what you said.
Fuck
You
all
know,
that hippie shit.
we all gotta,
Yeah.
you know, shit don't work out.
Switch
we gotta
lanes.
switch lanes. But if I see you down the road, I ain't gonna fuck with you.
That's how I feel
It depends
sometimes.
on the situation, of course, because
That's how I feel
there's people
sometimes.
where it's like, just don't fuck with you. You feel me? Like, you did some foul shit, I don't fuck with you. But like, in this situation, like, it's not like that. You feel me? Like, it's like I said, every situation is different. Because sometimes it's like people that we know and they're going through it. You have to understand. But yeah, when it comes to like people doing foul shit, that's just a whole different thing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different thing. When people do foul shit, they just, some people just pieces of shits.
Yeah,
And
True.
pussies.
pussies.
Sorry for the language,
Pussy ass.
but
Pussy ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
That's true. In this life, it comes down to, are you either a pussy or not? Like, are you about your shit or you're not? Are you really gonna
I
fucking
mean, for real.
do what you're gonna say or
what's that
not?
shit from that fucking puppet movie, Team America? Y'all seen that movie?
I didn't see it.
This dude says, man, I wish you could pull that up. He's like, there's 3 kinds of people in this world. There's pussies, there's dicks, and there's assholes. And then sometimes you gotta, the pussies get fucked by the dicks. And then he's like, but sometimes the assholes get fucked by the dicks. And it's fucking stupid, bro. But yeah, bro, there's pussies,
be a
there's
dick.
assholes, and there's dicks in this. You gotta be a dick, I guess.
Be a dick.
Just don't be a pussy.
Just don't be a pussy.
J-Bass will not approve of that.
I will not approve.
Does not approve
You will
of
not be
pussy.
recording in my studio.
Oh, it's pussy. It's a pussy-free environment here.
Yeah.
That's true.
Dude, my kid said pussy the other day. And I was like, I think I have to stop saying that word around here.
Why? How did she say it?
Because sometimes I tell her, like, man, you can't be a pussy. Or, like, I say shit like that, you know?
Stop saying that. Yeah.
I know.
So what did she say?
She was like, I guess because the baby was crying or something. And she was like, just don't be a pussy. And I was just like,
You're right, but
I
don't
was
say
like,
that.
What did you say? And she was like,
That's a good one.
she was like a pussy. But like in her mind, she doesn't see it as a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because I
It's
say
the context,
it.
yeah.
Yes, and I'm so ghetto. And I'm over here just
Ghetto.
Yeah, ghetto.
He said ghetto in such a white way
I
too. I'm so
know.
ghetto.
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 But yeah, dude, I just sometimes my girl be like, man, don't talk like that, or don't say this or that. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm from the hood, and like,
Programming. It's hard to let go of that same programming.
I'm like, just know, like, my intentions are good. I know I say the wrong things. I'm just a dude from the hood. But anyways, yeah, it's from a song from my album. You check that out. Enjoy on all platforms. It's about to be a year
Bro.
since I dropped that tape.
How do you feel?
Uh,
You feel
whatever.
evolved in any kind of way?
No, I ain't made no fucking music.
As far as
Only
music,
Henny and
but
Wings.
personally, do you feel evolved? Like,
In music?
yeah, or like just in
Nope.
your life?
In life, yes.
Yeah, because I see that you've
In
evolved.
life, in my
Mental.
mental.
I fuck with your project, by the way.
You heard it?
Yeah, the one with like a kid
With
picture
the
on the
baby
cover.
todo cagado ahí.
Yeah.
Con un diaper.
Todo
Todo mocoso.
I'm mocoso ahí.
Todo
I heard it
morro.
before I even knew it was you.
Oh, for real?
Really?
Somebody showed me a song. I think you have a song with Yazzie.
Yes,
Right?
yeah.
That
And
was a
then
good one.
then I heard the song,
Yeah.
and then I liked it, and I just listened to the whole album.
Yeah, appreciate you. But yeah, dude, it's about to be a year of that. It's also about to be next month, right?
Clever
next
told me
month.
about it. Clever told me about it, by the way.
Clever, shout out that boy Clever. Hey, what's
Shout
up
out
with Clever? Is he like
Am I
off of social media or some shit? Taking a little break?
Sometimes you gotta do
Possibly.
that for your little mental health.
You do have to do that. I try to
Yeah.
do that, and the next thing you know, I'm fucking putting a story up. I'm like, fuck.
Same.
I was supposed to shut up for some time. But yeah, dude, it's also about to be a fucking 2 years of this inconsistent podcast. Maybe.
Can I actually have something with sugar? Yes.
Tíralo. Ah. Yeah, guys. So the Texans are still shit, and the fucking Astros are doing very well. Should have worn my Astros gear today. Yeah. Astros out, man. That was a good little game last night. World Series, here we come. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to that boy J Bass.
My girl's at the game right now.
She's at the game right now. What did it start at 3? Nice. We went to when we fucking lost to the Rays, like right before we clinched the game. Right before that, we lost like fucking 7-0 or some shit like that, something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, that was a bad game. I went
That's
to.
a bad game to go to.
I remember the first Astros game I ever went to, we lost. That's when we were like real bad. We were real bad. We had Carlos Lee and all those guys. Yeah. Coquita. Not Coquita. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Ashley. Yeah. So if they force you to get the vaccine, what's up? You gonna get it?
No.
You're not gonna get it?
I told you I'd rather die before I get
So
it.
you'll quit or what?
Happily.
Okay.
Happily. And then I guess that'll just be me having to figure out what God wants me to do with my life. Because I know God doesn't want me to take a fucking vaccine to work.
So they're like,
Yeah.
get that fucking vaccine.
God's like,
Okay.
nah, I just feel like that's not, no. I don't know. Are you vaccinated? No. Are you vaccinated? You're not vaccinated.
No.
I found out I'm the only one at work that's not vaccinated. Just me and this one little old lady.
And you said they were talking shit about you, right?
I don't even get
They're talking shit about her, not me.
the flu shot or anything like that.
Yeah.
Same.
I find it real stupid.
It's kind of
And,
sus.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't want to talk too much about the vaccine anymore because
He brought it up.
Right?
It triggers people and shit.
Yeah, it does.
I just to move on. Like the fucking vaccine is, I don't know. Shouldn't force it on people. That's it. That's it. It should be out there for people that want to take it. If you don't want
Yeah.
to, don't take it.
Yeah, like if you're gonna get it, cool. That's cool. Get it. But shut the fuck up about me getting it.
Yeah, and there should be a way of like testing your antibodies, your immunity. I know there's a way.
I think
It's
there's
just
a
they're
way.
not really pushing that.
Nah.
They're not pushing that because they're like, no, get the vaccine, motherfucker. But real quick, man, I read this shit and I think it's pretty cool.
Is it about the vaccine?
No, just check this out. What if when we die, the light at the end of the tunnel is the light to another hospital room, where we're born, and the only reason you come out crying is because you remember everything from your past life, and you're crying at the fact that you died and lost everything.
Fuck, I gotta start
As
the
you
J-Vash
grow-
show again. Wah.
As you grow, you start to forget your past life and focus on the life you have now. But patches of memory stay behind, and that memory causes deja vu.
I just had deja vu.
So by deja vu, does that mean we we relive the same life again?
Or maybe similar, things to what you lived before.
Maybe
that's
it's
just
already.
something I read, and I was
I mean,
like,
that's interesting as fuck.
it
Maybe
just
it's already
had me
written.
thinking.
Like it's destiny. That's why, like when you experience
Or
deja vu,
this. You walk. Let's just say you walk through a library, right? And maybe in your past life you walk through that same library,
True.
and you're just like, that's deja vu.
Oh, I wanted to
Maybe.
talk about this on the Buffet Boys, but I'm gonna bring it up here because same thing you're talking about. But what if? So, y'all believe in afterlife? And then we'll come back to what you said. But it's
What
just
kind of concept?
So reincarnation, basically.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay,
Definitely.
do you?
And reincarnation.
Yeah.
I don't. This is the thing. I don't believe in anything, but I'm open to believing in it.
Okay, so the idea is that we die and we come back and live again, right? When reincarnation, right?
Right.
But now, what if? And this is just random as fuck, but I found it interesting. So you would think if we die now, right? Knock on wood, but it's 2021. We will probably come back in 2025, 2000, whatever the fuck. What if you died today and you come back in 1987? What guarantees us that we're coming back in the future,
right?
and not coming back in fucking slavery days, 1940?
That's fucking crazy, bro. I think that's possible because there's all these different timelines.
I mean, we wouldn't know.
Jump
Yeah,
timeline.
time is linear.
You just jump timeline.
Everything is happening at the same time.
So it's a possibility, right?
Yes.
1980s really is not considered the past. It's the same.
It's not,
time.
especially if you don't know there's a future.
Exactly. It's just
Oh my
a
God.
spot on the fucking
Yeah.
time
Podcast is over.
continuum. Right? FBI's outside.
Fuck.
Right? They come knocking in here. No, but right? Like,
Bruh,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
that's why when you said that, I was like, yes, that's interesting that, life ends and it starts again. But who are we to know is going to start again in the future?
Yes. You can.
For us,
Perspective,
You
because
can
what
end
if
up
the
being
end
Cain or Abel.
or Seth?
Or Seth or Mary. Fuck. Imagine we come back as another sex.
As Jesus. Fuck, I'm out here walking on water and shit. No, that's too much.
Jesus.
No, but yeah, imagine you come back as a female.
I think that's happened. I
I
think
might come out as a come out as a female guy.
I think especially
My pronouns
for
I
he,
come back
they,
as a fucking OnlyFans
she,
whore.
they.
Dude.
Never mind.
Fuck.
But yeah.
Spit it out, Ashley. Go
I
ahead.
think yes. I think especially for like people that know that they're old souls. Like me, I'm an old soul. Like so I think that I have experienced life as a man, life as another sex, as another culture. I think so. And I think this time that I'm awake and I know that I'm consciously like living a life, I think this will probably be my last life. Unless I choose.
But you don't
But
know.
as far as like karma,
You can't choose.
you can't choose?
You can't choose.
I feel like we can choose.
You think you can?
I think you can.
No, because
I think we chose all of this. I think we chose our like families. So we're like, okay, like
I don't think so.
I'm gonna learn from this experience. So you're gonna be.
That's
my
interesting because,
mama.
I'm with Rolly. I don't think we choose.
You don't think we choose?
we're dropped
I think
here.
you choose. I just think
If
you get
we
your.
chose, I think we would choose like the perfect scenario.
No,
like,
no. You choose, but I think your slate gets wiped clean, so you don't know that you choose. You chose this. It's like when you're playing Mario Kart. You're gonna choose what fucking little one you want to go and fucking. You want to, yeah, like, okay, I want to go fucking race in the desert. Or, okay, I want to go race in fucking Rainbow Road. Like, you're choosing. You're not, but once you get to
but
Rainbow.
the whole time you're in the game, you know
can't
you
choose.
chose that shit.
Okay, so yeah, you know that you chose, so you're conscious that you chose it. But that's the point. Would you live life if you knew that you had chose all of this?
No.
You wouldn't. It would be like you already knew the answer to the game. Like, there would be no point to doing it. It's a theory.
It's a good theory because it
It's a
goes
good
back
theory.
to.
I just don't think we choose
I think we choose.
the
I
life
think we
we're in.
come.
So you think we choose every time?
I
Like
think
we
we-
die, we go to another world, we're gonna choose that?
I
We
think
go back to a broke family again.
I think if our soul hasn't learned the lessons, because okay, God, look at God as like Google, like consciousness, one big consciousness, right? So God,
But let me tell you why we can't be that way. Because fucking World War II days.
what do you mean?
What was
Elaborate.
the Google there?
No. I'm using God as an example. Okay, there's no Google. God is the Google. God is the big all-knowing consciousness, right? God knows everything. God is everywhere. God is in everything, right? That's the theory. So chooses to
Closer to the mic.
God chooses to experience itself in different ways. Like right now, God is choosing to experience like me. Like I'm a girl living in 2021, like with a Mexican background. And I think we're all like fragments of consciousness, like fragments of God. I'm not talking about the soulless robots. I'm talking about like real people like us, you know? I think we're God experiencing itself how God wants to experience. So if God, the all-knowing consciousness, wants to experience Rolly dropping a fucking album and doing this whole experience, like God is living that through you, through you're the
I
vessel.
like to give myself credit for. Okay, my mom used to always do this. My mom's real religious, not as much as she used to be when I was a child, but every time something good happens to me, she's like, "God did it."
You're like, no, I did it.
And I'm like, Mom, I fucking bust my ass to get this shit. And she always gives credit to this
imaginary
higher
being.
being, but never gives me the credit. And she's like, it's because God put it in your brain to do
Yes.
that.
And
I'm
God
like,
gave
no,
you the
Mom, I'm just the
strength
kind
to
person
do
that
it.
likes to feed the homeless. Like, dude, when I fed the homeless and shit, bro,
She's like, God.
God is working with you. Like, God is making you do these good things.
It's because
And it's like, bro, like, give me a little credit here.
No, you need to stop seeing yourself separate from God, because you're not separate from God. You are God. You are God living.
Yeah, I agree with you
in,
there.
you know,
I am my
like-
own God.
No,
I am,
not your
no,
own
I am
God.
my own God.
No,
I'm not your God.
No. There's the same life force that runs inside you is the same life force that runs inside me, is the same life force. You know, it's the same energy. It's the same thing that's keeping our heart beating right now. That's what you need to see as like you're one with that. You're not separate from that. So that is God. That consciousness is God. That life that's flowing through you is God. Because you could die like right now. You just fucking your shit could get
Don't say that.
your shit could get unplugged right now. And it's like, okay, so we have to agree that there is like facts. Even if you're not spiritual, even if you're not God,
There's
you don't want
an
to call it
energy
God.
in there that
There's
keeps us alive.
Exactly.
And
So that's called prana.
thought it was mojo.
It's prana.
My mojo.
You've stolen my mojo. No, it's prana. Prana. You breathe
Force.
in prana. When you breathe prana, like that's life.
Prana?
Prana.
Like the fish?
Prana. No, not piranha. Prana. Prana.
But I'm with you, Rolly. Like,
Life.
and I'm
with you, bro?
Catholic. I'm Catholic, but I do kind of dislike when too much credit is given to God, and I'm the one out here busting my ass
Because you
for
see
stuff.
yourself separate from God. You're not separate from God. God lives inside you.
But let me give you an example. Another reason that I dislike the whole "thank you God" thing, right? Aside from this version of what I'm talking about, let's say Nate Diaz is fighting, I don't know, Joe Blow, right? And Joe Blow beats his ass. What is the first thing they say? First, I want to say thank God.
That I
Oh, so
beat his
God
ass.
hated the shit out of Nate?
Yeah.
Is that what God let
God's your
Nate lose?
fan?
No, but God gave you the strength to overcome
What about
that
Nate?
man.
What about Nate? What if
Well-
Nate was praising, praying to God
What
too?
if Nate is more religious? The other guy's an atheist.
Yeah,
It's
well-
not about being
What,
religious,
but
though.
what did
Or
God
a
decide that
believer
day? Like, oh,
has
fuck you,
faith.
Nate.
No, true. I guess I see your point. But no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's why I say we all choose to live life, because he chose to fucking fight that dude and lose. That was written in his book of destiny that he was going to lose that fight. So I feel like he chose that. But yeah, like his slate gets wiped clean and then you come and you actually do it. But you wouldn't want to do it because if he wouldn't have wanted to fight Nate, if he already knew he was going to lose, right? So that's my thing is you come in and your shit gets clean and you're like, okay, I'm going to experience all this no matter what. But I just don't know. It's like when you're playing Grand Theft Auto. Like, you're going to go steal a car, but you don't know what kind of car it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I see it like that. I see it as a big simulation, and it's all accounted for.
It's a big simulation that none of us know what the fuck is going on.
True.
Ain't no fucking Christian, no Catholic, no Jewish, no Muslim, no motherfucking Scientologist know what the fuck's going on. None of us know what's going on. we all think we know. We all write books, Bibles. We write all this shit to try to explain what's going on.
Yeah.
But we're never going to get there. And I think
Yeah.
that's the beauty of this world, that we're never going to find the answer. But on the way to finding the answer, we're going to create all these fucking religions and cults and
divisions
and
Yeah,
the blue versus the red and the fucking masks and no masks.
the
and
vaccinated and the
at the end, we're all going to
unvaccinated.
fucking die.
True.
But
At
just
the end,
to
it's all
change
temporary.
that shit, because, like I said, we're never going to find the answer. But, all right, I just want y'all's thoughts on this. Donald Trump says, since we're talking about fighting and shit, Donald Trump says he would fight President Biden in a boxing match. And he said he'd go down very, very quickly. Who you got? Who you got, son? Trump? Who you got?
I mean, I would want to vote for Trump.
No, it's not. It's not a vote, political
He said
vote.
he would box him.
It's just boxing.
Wait, who's gonna box Trump?
Donald Trump says he would box President Biden in a boxing match. He'd go down very, very quickly.
very, very.
These were his words. You go down.
That's
very,
why I
very
said, of
quickly.
course, I would vote for Trump. I wouldn't vote for Biden.
I'm
But
talking about not voting, bro. In a fucking
Who's gonna
fight.
win?
I'm voting.
Why you voting?
My vote is for Trump. I'm going for Trump.
Yeah.
I'm
Isn't
always
it
gonna vote for
crazy
Trump.
how fucking Trump got COVID and he got good real soon, and he's like a
I feel like I'm doing ASMR.
very unhealthy old man that
Uh,
eats McDonald's and shit.
bro, did y'all see they were giving out free McDonald's to teachers all week this week?
Oh yeah.
And I was
Or
like,
all the time, right?
no, not all the time, just
one
this week.
Oh.
So I was thinking that shit sus, right? Because I'm like, because I was thinking about going, but then I'm like, I don't eat McDonald's, so like,
Okay, now you're getting like into conspiracies. and shit.
yes. Okay, so like,
I think they're just showing love, my nigga.
nah, or they might because they know like teachers are about to quit. Like, there's a teacher shortage, right? Like teacher shortage, like nobody wants to fucking teach these badass kids no more. So I felt like, yeah, like they're trying to like, hype us up a little bit and be like, okay, this is for y'all. But then I also feel like when you eat fast food, it makes you kind of slow. And me, these past couple of days, I've been trying to actually like fast. So I find myself like I'm clearer, like my mind's a little bit more clearer, and I'm like, oh shit, like I kind of don't want to be on a clear mind because then I see everything that for what it is, and I'm like, fuck. So yeah, like I do kind of want to be high on my mind and like numb myself to this. And people that don't do drugs, like my older coworkers, they don't smoke, they don't do none of that. It's like, yeah, like they're fast food. They get numb with like fast food. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they put chemicals in that shit to make you feel happy, right? That's why you want to keep going back and like eating it. And I'm
Happy
like,
Meal.
Yeah, a Happy Meal. So I'm like, damn, like this is
It
like
tastes like shit though.
it does. It's not all that. And my thing, I was like, if you look at the total of what they're giving you, it's $1.50. Like, bro,
I just think it's real convenient, real cheap to buy fast food. Cause
true,
you could go and feed everybody for like less than $20.
true.
If you go to a grocery store, you use $200, my G, just to fucking buy food for a few
For the week,
days.
yeah.
Dude, yesterday I went to the fucking grocery store just to buy shit that I didn't
Need.
have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just for dinner and like a few other things, right? Not even, this is not grocery shopping, dude. $100
Yeah.
on just like, a few things I need for dinner.
So that goes back to when I brought up the ships in the sea.
Uh-huh.
That's why they're doing that. And that's a conspiracy. That's why they're doing that. And they just have the ship sitting there. You should see it. Like, I wish I could pull out a map. It's like the ports where all the port is, the water.
In Houston?
It's not in Houston. It's everywhere. Like California, like everywhere. Like,
Everybody's having issues.
yeah, everybody.
I think that all has to do with the vaccine, I think.
It is. Okay, so like they have all the ships just
People
sitting in
quitting.
the water. Like ships just sitting in there. And they've been sitting there for like 4 or 5 months supposedly in the water, just trying to find somewhere to undock.
And if it's in Cali, I see it more likely.
Because they did the vaccine shit.
Not only that, but unemployment. Motherfuckers rather be on unemployment
Yes.
than work.
Yes.
People don't want to work
Exactly.
because they're
So,
getting paid by the government.
that means eventually, like, all this shit's going to catch up to the actual stores. And that's why Kamala Harris was like, buy your Christmas gifts now. Because, like, they're doing that shit on purpose,
You know
bro.
what's crazy, dude? I started seeing Christmas shit out on the stores way before, since I started seeing Halloween shit.
Yes.
Like I went to fucking
Sam's.
No, the fucking what is it, Dillard's, in the Galleria.
They already had Christmas
I went
trees.
up there, and this was in September because we were looking for a dress for my daughter. Right? They had all this Christmas shit. I'm like, bro, it's September.
That's why I feel like
I didn't see no Halloween shit.
it's propaganda. It's just all propaganda. Like, the quicker they fucking shove Christmas in your face, the quicker you're going to get distracted and you're going to want to be, oh, Christmas. Bitch, it was September. Sorry, but like.
But you know what they give us to make us feel better? And so we can end this already?
What?
They gave us Steve from Blue's Clues.
Bruh. That shit made me feel so cringy.
To tell you that he's proud of you. He's proud of you, Ashley.
That's why it's a Truman Show. It's a fucking Truman Show. Like,
Steve's back.
it's a simulation. Like, you gotta be. The aliens are fucking laughing at us.
Oh, man.
When I seen that shit, I was like, I feel like.
What if the government is the aliens?
They are. They work with the
lizard people.
aliens. They work with the aliens.
What do you call them? The
reptilians.
reptilians.
They're shape-shifting reptilians.
And we out, motherfuckers. Rodawgz.